Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Bullish Network. Skull and Bones, Steve Mnuchin, Plans Within Plans, the Yale Endowments, Skull and Bones control the financial system, the Secret Society. Steve Mnuchin is a Skull and Bones member. Guys, I'm going to show you some amazing connections here with Steve Mnuchin and the financial elites. Also, I want to give a shout out to Digital Asset Daily. He puts together some amazing clips. Really good clip here.
Through the darkness, we can see the rays of light.
I agree with that 1,000 times. I think there's something massive going on.
It's been great. Banking, it's Bank of America. Brian Moynihan's been great. J.P. Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon. Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs, remember that name, of course. And Jamie Dimon came out and flooded Bitcoin when it was at an all-time high, which I believe was a plot by Jamie Dimon and George Soros and Steve Mnuchin. And I'm going to show you guys that also. The IRS Get My Payment app is live so you can track your stimulus check. Guys, what I did is I linked this in the description. A lot of people got their stimulus check today, so I kind of wanted to see if I could track my check or see what was going on with it. When I hit this IRS portal, it actually took me to the IRS, and it asked me if I filed in 2018 or 2019. And when I said, yes, I did file, and I clicked that link, that actually took me to Intuit TurboTax. The IRS and Intuit is connected. So I was like, whoa. I was like, this is kind of weird because you guys remember when I did my rabbit hole video on Intuit, tying it to Ripple. And so I said, I wonder if I can tie Intuit to anything else. So this is what I found. Coinbase crypto exchange partners with Intuit to ease crypto tax. Whoa. So Coinbase crypto exchange partners with Intuit. And I also found how to upload your 1099 to TurboTax. Robinhood. We're excited to support Intuit TurboTax this season. Now, this is really interesting here, guys, because you know I tied Robinhood. It's backed by Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law, and also an advisor to the Trump administration. So that's pretty huge right there. Now, once I did a little bit more research right here, my husband trades Bitcoin and XRP. So basically down here, Bitcoin and Ripple and all digital currencies are classified as property by the IRS. So when you click this right here, it brings you to this right here. IRS virtual currency guidance. Virtual currency is treated as a property for U.S. federal tax purposes. Really interesting scenario there. So that pretty much goes to show you that the IRS, TurboTax, Intuit pretty much has already mapped out a plan, as you can see, and now it's kind of unfolding, especially with this whole epidemic where, you know, Steve Mnuchin had to announce that, okay, PayPal and Intuit and Square is going to help us. These are non-bank financial institutions. So really interesting scenario there. So now, one thing I did is New York commission-free trading app Robinhood has raised $110 million, led by billionaire Yearly Miner. Also, Green Oaks Capital, Thrive Capital. On Wednesday, Kushner and Josh Kushner also invested. The company said on Wednesday Kushner is the brother of Jared Kushner. But guys, I actually did do another video on this where Jared and Josh Kushner, they own a company called Cadre. Now, because Jared Kushner is at the Trump administration, he had to resign from any of these positions because they were a conflict of interest. That does not mean after this administration's run, he's not going to be back at this position, and the investments they make today are going to benefit him, that's for sure. So in this Yearly Miner, that rabbit hole is deep. I ran across something really interesting here. 10 things you didn't know about Steven Mnuchin. The Treasury Secretary and former Goldman Sachs partner was Donald Trump's campaign finance chairman. Now, this one really jumped out at me right here, number 5. Mnuchin graduated in 1985 from Yale University, where he was a publisher of Yale Daily and a member of the elite secret society Skull and Bones. Now, that's really interesting there. So I started doing some research on Skull and Bones, guys. You might be shocked about that. I mean, all the way from George Bush's great-grandfather, Prescott Bush, to George Bush, to George W. Bush, all Yale members. Mnuchin worked at Goldman Sachs for 17 years, becoming a partner in 1994. So he was a partner at Goldman Sachs. In 2006, partnering with George Soros, Mnuchin and bought DreamWorks, basically, and they came out with the movie Avatar, becoming the highest grossing film of all time. Now, with this deal right here, Mnuchin bought Indy West Bank and named it, One West Bank. Now, with that relationship right here, this was with Coinbase Brian Armstrong. Welcome, Brian Brooks, Coinbase new chief legal officer. Now, this is right around the same time that, right before they started on the implementations with TurboTax. So I'm pretty sure that he has something to do with that. September 2019 right there. And if you get, where did I get that one at? Okay, so, okay, January 25th, Coinbase partnered with Intuit. 3 months prior, they welcomed Brian Brooks from basically Steve Mnuchin's camp. So pretty much, guys, I believe that's, plans within plans there, definitely. Now, the 10 things you didn't know about Mnuchin right there, but Trump's top fundraiser eyes the deal of a lifetime. Steve Mnuchin might have a shot at the Treasury. You think so? Until Tuesday in April, Steve Mnuchin's life had been ordered meticulously. The son of Goldman Sachs partner. Now, what's really interesting thing about this, guys, is you see that Steve Mnuchin, number 5, is a member of Yale and Skull and Bones. Yale endowment banks on crypto. So basically right here, Yale currently has the second largest endowment for colleges and universities worldwide, being only behind Harvard. Yale endowments currently sat at $27 billion in 2017. Now, what's interesting right here is the funds are the most influential endowment manager just jumped into crypto. Now they're talking about the Yale. Swenson, who manages Yale's $29 billion. The funds are run by Anderson and Horowitz, Ripple investor Anderson and Horowitz, and Paradigm, which is Coinbase, which was started by Coinbase co-founder Fred Urserman. So you got Coinbase, Ripple investor Anderson and Horowitz, Fred Urserman, Brian Brooks, Steve Mnuchin. I mean, come on, guys. We got the biggest players coming out, getting involved. Now, my thing is, do you think they would put, they raised a $400 million new crypto fund. Do you think Yale would put in billions of dollars if they didn't have reassurance that this was going to be a massive opportunity? This fund manager took this from Swanson, started in 1985. He managed it just over $1 billion, and now it's $29 billion. Do you think Steve Mnuchin gave him some advice on this since they're both in Skull and Bones? I would think so. That's for sure. So basically, Paradigm, which is Coinbase, intends to invest in early stage projects in the crypto industry, including new exchanges, new blockchains, and other early projects. And this is what we're going to do here on the Bullish Network. We're going to, do rabbit holes on new blockchains, other early projects. If I follow the money and will live down the rabbit hole. Once I see something interesting, guys, I will release that on this channel. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just documenting my journey. If you guys can smash that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Also, guys, I want to give a shout out to my brother, Deshaun the Legend GoodWin. China's central bank to run simulations of digital currency use. Now, here's the thing, guys. Trump signed a digital trade deal with China about a year ago. Right around that same time, HSBC went live with giving the U.S. permission to run loans and transactions into HSBC China. HSBC on the FinTech Advisory Board is Chris Larson from Ripple. So Ripple is working with HSBC. HSBC does run into China. I truly believe that they could have their in-house cryptocurrency, but it clearly will connect to XRP as a bridge currency through HSBC. That is my belief. Our sanction. Truly believe that, guys. There's no way USA is going to step back and let China become the #1 leader in digital assets. And guys, don't forget, USA is the largest consumer of products from China. There's no way they would burn that financial income. So that's my belief right there. What's your guys' thoughts? The Bullish Network logo will come down right now. Smash that logo to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I release a video. I hope all has an amazing day. Much love. Mahalo. Are you getting your bags packed?